Oh my god. Hello guys. Don't look at my dirty room. I got my bangs. It's okay. I got my bangs. I'm not gonna let it affect me. Damage Ink! Oh my god, thank you so much for subscribing. 42 months, I must be insane. Damage Inc. The amount of time you've been subscribed to me is not even the most insane part. I think the most insane part is that every single stream, you count the amount of times I touch my hair. Do you know the levels of insanity that requires? But actually, I've probably driven you to that point. Thank you so much, Damage Inc., for subscribing, and I see that Blacklight has also subscribed. Thank you so much, Blacklight. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much, Blacklight. Okay, wait. Where's my... Oh. Here's my pins. Blacklight. 50 gifted and she will go bald. Who said that? I didn't say that. That's you who said that. Hey. 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 I didn't say that. Shave it. Guys. Not Kevin. Oh my god. Oh my god, not Kevin. Thank you so much for the dono. Oh my god. God. Oh my god. Blacklight District, how did you come up with your name? Nice hair, Carm. Yo, Carmella, this is Will. Your cut looks worse than when I cut mine. Will! There is no humanly possible way that anyone could have a worse haircut than what you had. You had the worst haircut of haircut history. Don't you dare! Don't you dare compare my Dora haircut to your Les Miserables and Hathaway haircut. That haircut sucked. It sucks so much worse than what I have now. I know that I look like Dora a little bit, but you look like you got your haircut as a punishment in the medieval era. That's what you look like, Will. It's debatable? Hey! Yo! Guys, you didn't even see Will's haircut. If you saw Will's haircut, you would be like, oh yeah, this is clear as day. This is stark as day. Calm the cortisol levels. Keep it down. Oh, you're right. You're right. Let me keep my cortisol levels down this stream. I'm putting everyone's name on the board. Thank you, Blacklight. Now you are the White Dora. We are going to explore. I guess. I didn't mean to become Dora. I was supposed to be like, whatever. This isn't even, whatever. Hold on. Let me, damage. You should get the full Dora cut. I had the full Dora cut. Little does most people know about this. I had bangs like this, but I also had a bob all throughout my years of being 15 and 14. What the hell? If I gift you, do you mind singing the Teletubby song for me with full effort with Dance It? I don't know it, but I will do that for 20 gifted. Paywall Carmella. Car manifest 200 concurrent viewers. I don't even feel like manifesting anymore. I don't even want anything. Kevin, thank you so much for the dono. Thank you guys so much. Thank you, Blacklight and Damage Inc. and not Kevin. I love you guys. Okay. My hair looks so dumb. Not even Martin? Well. Did Martin cut your hair? I'm not wearing any makeup right now. Stop! My bangs! Medieval peasant in the front trans. Oh my god, I can't read that. I can't finish that comment. What does that even mean? Okay. I'm gonna put my hair up and like look a little bit more like a girl. I'm gonna try to look more like a girl. What does your hair smell like? Can I buy a sample? Nothing weird. Just want to put it in a glass bottle with a little cork on it and put it under a shrine of your photo. Well, that's not weird at all. I wouldn't read that and ever think that was weird. Oh my god!
242 tipped $5. I love
Wait, was that Blacklight? Wait. Let me make. It didn't show up in my thing. Hold on. Let me go to stream elements. It didn't show up on my mini feed. My mini feed is bugging, man. Blacklight! Oh my god, thank you so much for the dono. Blacklight, I'm gonna put stars near your name. Thank you. Oh my gosh, thank you so much, Blacklight. Okay. Oh my gosh, I'm putting little stars near your name. 5 little stars. Thank you so much, Blacklight. Oh my god. Did you do those bangs yourself? What does it look like? Clearly I did. Clearly I did these by myself. I like your sweater. I didn't know you were such a huge fan of Georgia. What? Me?
Blacklight booster.
Unwitch! Thank you so much for the Blacklight booster! Oh my god, thank you so much, Unwitch, for the, for starting the hype train. Oh my gosh. Didn't know you're such a huge fan of Georgia. Yeah, it's alright. It's alright. George is chill, I guess. There's no, like, particular reason that I, like, feel any... I don't feel any type of way about it. It's just a country, I guess. Like, it's not like that I don't feel any type of way about it. It's just a country. Like, the same way that any other country is just a country. It's just a country. It doesn't have any, like... It's chill, I guess. Got the Lloyd Christmas cut in the front. Look like bangs, handmade bangs, so DIY, now do a flip. Joseph Soros! What do you think about Georgian men? Will! Get out of my chat! Will, would you ever come on my stream? I'm thinking about doing a subathon one day. Well, by one day I mean like potentially in May. And you should be on my stream if I do that. I don't know what I would put you up to, but something. I'd have something. What about Turkish people? Oh my god, 333 sound check. 333 sound check. Thank you so much for the bits and the hearts. Wait, 140? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my god. Is this what you meant when you said, can I crash the chat? 250? Oh my god, soundcheck, thank you so much for the 250 bits. Oh my god. When you said, can I crash the chat? Oh, I have a horror story of a dream to tell you. Oh my gosh. I had a horrible dream, guys. I just woke up from it, actually. I wonder if planes take off in the tarmac or your big ass forehead you're hiding. Stop! Don't talk about my big forehead! I'm sensitive about it. I look like a little Lord Farquaad. Arr. I look like Lord Farquaad.
Look at chat. Look at chat. Streamer. Chat. Streamer.
Unwed.
Streamer. Look at chat.
Sound check booster.
Thank you for the bits. Oh my gosh, Damage Inc. Look at chat. That was not a nose pick. My nose actually itched. If I had to pick my nose, I would simply go away and hide and pick my nose. And then I would turn back so that you guys wouldn't see it. I went on a date with a Georgian girl once. It did not go well. She was very nonchalant and I was nervous. I forget that you're Ukrainian. You're literally over there. I never flub dates like that. After that, I kept seeing her at my favorite cafe and my heart would race. I tried asking her out for another date but flubbed that. It may have been for the best. The only Georgian girl I ever met she struck fear into my heart, so I don't blame you at all. Struck actual fear. Okay. I need to look more like a girl and do makeup so I look less like a peasant boy. Hazel! Hazel, how are you? Oh my god. How are you, Hazel? How have you been? How have you been, Hazel?
I like your cut, G.
I'm good. I'm gonna miss some of your stream because I have to eat Sunday night. You said you were coming on at 9 Tuesday, so now I will miss some of your stream since I didn't eat super first. Oh my god, like usual? Oh my god, I feel so bad. Oh my god. Oh my god, I've destroyed a person's sleep schedule. Okay. My grievances, my what's it called? Condolences. I'm so sorry for your grievances. Ugh. Okay, guys, I need to tell you I had a nightmare. Thank you guys so much for the hype train. Oh my god. Single-sided tape! Thank you so much. I'm gonna like make a assumption here real quick. So assumptuous of me, but I'm gonna make assumptions. That single-sided tape is also not Kevin. So I'm gonna put stars near your name, not Kevin. Thank you so much for the bits. Thank you guys. Ah! You know what happens when you assume. Unwitch! Single-sided booster. Thank you for boosting everybody in chat today. Do you like the artist TV girl? I don't know who that is. Maybe that could be me. Oh, speaking of artists, our next paint auction, guys, will be Thursday the 2nd. And our next paint stream is going to be... Should I do it Saturday or Sunday? Sunday. Sunday actually works, I think, the best. Favorite genre of do you like the artist TV girl? I don't know who that is, but my favorite genre of like music or like TV. Do you like the artist Kanye West? I like the song Heartless by Kanye West. My favorite genre of music? I have so many genres that I like. Oh my god! Single-sided tape. Single-sided tape. Oh my gosh. Now I just don't know if you're Kevin or not. I feel like I should just make a single-sided tape on the board for just single-sided tape. Single-sided tape. Oh my god. Thank you so much for the bits. You have a little dog near your name. What is this? Is that a dog? Ew. It's kind of ugly. Definitely would not adopt that one. Just kidding, it's cute. Oh my god, Beyblade is back! He could double-sided tape though. What's up, everyone? Beyblade is back! Oh my gosh, I was watching one of my streams back. Like, I was trying to find this one moment of my stream. And I saw Beyblade in the chat, and I was like, where's Beyblade been? I hope Beyblade comes back. And here you are! I feel like I spoke it. I spoke it into existence. Oh my gosh. My eyelashes are just... I think I have an eyelash cowlick. I didn't know you can have that. Okay, single-sided tape. Oh my god! Single-sided tape. And Kevin. Kevin! Not Kevin, is that you? Are you beefing with single-sided tape? Oh my gosh. Well, I'm gonna make you guys two separate things. Because I don't know, I don't want to be assumptuous. Single-sided tape. I don't want to be assumptuous. And assume that, not Kevin is the same as single-sided tape. I'm not going to make assumptions here. Thank you so much, not Kevin. Big word, I know. It was a lot for me. Not Kevin Booster. Oh my god, Unwitch, thank you for boosting.
Single-sided booster, not Kevin Booster.
Are your friends real friends? My friends are not real friends. My friends are not real friends. Which one was first, streaming or Instagram Reels? Streaming, I think, came before my Instagram Reels. I was too scared to post on Instagram Reels because of my friends. I was afraid they would judge me, which they did. But it's like, I had a lot of friends who were like way more like nice about it than I expected. People were like chiller about it than I expected when I started posting my embarrassing videos on Instagram. No, my old videos used to be actually embarrassing to me. Now my videos, it's like I don't really care who sees it, because at this point, like, it's not that bad. Everyone and literally their moms. Literally everyone and their moms. All of my friends' moms watch my stuff. Do you know how embarrassing that is? I have no dignity. I've accepted that I have just, my dignity is out the window. Any amount of or ounces of pride that I may have like felt before, I don't feel that anymore. It's okay. Like, it's okay to have like no dignity. Like me, for example, I have no dignity. It's okay to be a person with no dignity. And like if like it's a choice for you to lose your dignity, I like to think it was a choice for me. That makes me feel like I have more control over it. So if it's a choice for you, then try not to, I guess. If they can't handle you at your current, they don't deserve you at your best. Exactly. Exactly. Yeah. Oh. Armadillo Rodeo! Armadillo Rodeo! You were asking about, last time you were here, you're asking about a paint stream. I haven't, ooh. I thought I ended my stream by accident. The next paint stream will be on the 5th. The next paint auction will be on the 2nd. What follower number were you most surprised about? When I got to 100K, I was geeked. My first 100,000 followers on TikTok, I knew exactly where I was. I was at the water park. I was at the water park, and I had my phone in the locker, and I knew I was about to hit 100K. I would say, guys, if you start doing social media, I think it was the best for me to just not watch my analytics too much. But when I got to 100K, I remember it. I remember that moment. Well, actually, watch your analytics so you know what people like. But other than that, don't, like, LARP on it. Well, what does LARPing mean? I forgot. What did LARPing mean? Well, don't, like, sit there and, like, soak it in too much. How can I send you a photo? Alright, looks like I need to get Mashimaro painted. I don't know what that is, but send it to me. Discord. So how did you celebrate 100K? Well, I went on a water slide after that to celebrate. I went on the big water slide. I'm really scared of heights and rides and stuff. But water slides are like more chill, but I watched this like TikTok short film or something where they had knives in the slide. Now I'm terrified of water slides. I'm like so scared of water slides, guys. Pretending to be something you're not is LARPing. Okay, then do not ponder on your views too much. Dude, I'm just so scared that, like, I'll go down a water slide and I have no control over it, and then there will just be knives, like, inside of it. Also, you can put photos in the Discord. Yes, it was like the knives and the Halloween candy, exactly. Pet pics are bust. Wait, that's your dog, isn't it, Armadillo? You've been wanting to get a painting done by me for a while. Armadillo Rodeo. I must apologize. It just all came back to me that we've been talking about doing a painting for so long. We were gonna do like an exchange. Wait, get sick? Are you get sick in the Discord? Oh my god! Oh my god! Why did I forget this? This was like a time of my life where I forgot literally everything. That's right. And then you moved back to Maryland. Oh my god. Look at this, guys. This was a painting that I did for... Wait, I did this painting for Armadillo Rodeo, right? I literally have amnesia for that time. I was quite stressed. I was quite stressed out. Dude, oh my god, look at this painting that I did. I loved this painting, and I got really sad because there was like a couple people. I don't even want to talk about it. I did paintings for, and then they got rid of it. My paintings. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. That's so I love this painting so much. I'm so glad it's safe. I forgot who I did this painting for. I literally have no recollection of that time period. 2 a.m. paint streams? Exactly! Okay, that's why I've decided I need to move the paint stream. What's going? Ignore my hair. That's why I've decided I need to move the paint streams to, during the day. Guys, I used to stream paint streams until like the morning. I'm drinking a Starbucks coffee. Excuse me. Your painting is such a piece of my art collection. I'm so glad. I'm so happy to hear that. Why don't you stream games? Honestly, not to be paywall Carmella again, but you know, paywall Carmella wasn't making any money on my game stream. For some reason, my gaming streams, I don't know if it's how I have them set up or if I ignore chat too much when I game, but they like not only do my views go very low, well, my views are low right now. Not only do my views like plummet, but I don't get like any donos, and I think it's something that I'm doing like well, maybe it's also maybe because I'm just bad at gaming. Have you ever done it? Have I ever thought of that? But then I was like, okay, these gaming streams are basically like not worth it. But you know, guys, I miss Elden Ring so much, and I found out that we have an Elden Ring genius on our hands, aka Martin. Martin is a Elden Ring wizard. Apparently, he's like really, really good at it. Martin knows all the games I like. He's like a Minecraft like pro player or whatever. He's also like really good at Elden Ring. So maybe I don't really know how to play Elden Ring. I got to a point where I just like quit. So I might have him like tell me what to do in the game or something. You should smash then. I know he's so good at Elden Ring, I should just bang him. I should just bounce on it at that point. Elden Ring is a crazy game to launch. to launch, you're just chatting views. Honestly, that was a very fun game to me. I need to do an Elden Ring game soon. Gaming stream. Can someone clip that? Do not clip that! No way, she copied Melissa's hair. No, Melissa has baby bangs. Wait, let me try to look like... Okay, I'm gonna look more like a girl. Hold on. Guys, I need to tell you about my horrible dream. I would consider baby bangs. I've had them before. Maybe not like the babiest of bangs. When did this bang happen? Dude, my bangs happened like yesterday like immediately I got off stream after complaining about my bangs the entire stream, and then I went and cut them in such a manner that I will ensure that I will never stop complaining about them again. What happened on your head? I grew hair out of it, and then I cut that hair up into a way that I don't like it. Is this stream goon friendly? Absolutely not. We are not gooners. I am not a gooner. Okay. Okay. Goon hostile. Guys, don't let me forget about my meeting tomorrow. I have a meeting tomorrow, and I miss every meeting. I miss every meeting, and I cannot miss this meeting. I cannot miss this meeting. My forehead is back. You know... What are you supposed to meet? I have a meeting with Snapchat. I do have elf ears. Look at them. Tell Siri to remind you. My Siri is so useless. You know my struggles with my Siri. My Siri's so stupid and it doesn't help me at all. I hate my Siri. And I can say that because she's like, doesn't even hear me. Siri. Oh, so now you want to... Okay, she actually did work. She does that in front of people. So tell Snapchat to unban me. Also, greetings. Hi, Wrinkly Scott-Tom. GDMF ads. Jesus, you guys go to hell. I never want to see lobster again. I am so sick of Twitch ads. I don't even make any money off of them for me to even be like... Well, I make like such small amounts of money. It's like it doesn't even matter. I'm like... So... And every time I can see that my viewers are given ads, my views go down. So not only am I barely making any money off of it, which that would be fine. I would be a lot happier if I was profiting because I am paywall Carmella these days, but but doing it for the love of the game? Doing what for the love of the game? But now, it also, people don't even want to sit through like 500 billion ads, and I have my ad settings at the lowest, like, so that you guys aren't, like, I could probably make more money off of my ads if I had more ads, but I'm like, you want 5 minutes of ads, where I can't afford 5 minutes of ads, because everyone will leave. CC Debt Dono stream for Carmella. I'm thinking about doing a subathon, guys, in May. And, like, what activities could I do for that? I'm brainstorming, the potential of that. Melissa's saying I should do a subathon in Colombia for a month. That's what she is saying. Why not April? Well, Melissa will likely be back, and she would be able to make appearances on the stream if it was in May. But also I need like about a month to prepare. Oh my god! Oh my god! Armadillo Media... What? Armadillo Rodeo? Thank you so much for the tier 3 sub. For... 6 months in advance. Holy shit. Armadillo. Done. No more ads. Dude, Armadillo, you did tier 3. Oh my god, thank you so much. Do you have access to the seal? Okay, I have GIFs. For, like, do you have access to the tier 2 GIFs as well? You should have access to all my GIFs now. Tell me if you can, tell me if it works. I don't normally get tier 3 subs, so I'm not used to this. Oh my gosh. Thank you, Armadillo Rodeo. Did I spell armadillo right? I'm illiterate, I'll admit it. Armadillo Rodeo. No, I didn't spell it right. I don't even. Good luck, Carm, for your
Good
interview.
luck,
Thank
Sean,
you
for
so
your
much.
interview.
I really appreciate it, guys. I'm gonna do little things like this. Thank you so much, Armadillo Rodeo. Oh my gosh. I feel so much more lucky now that you wish me luck. Armadillo Rodeo. Armadillo! Oh my gosh, guys. No. You didn't see that.
Armadillo Booster. Armadillo
You didn't see
Booster.
Thank you, Unwitch. Oh my god, shout out Unwitch. He or she. They're doing boosters for everyone donating. Oh my gosh. Thank you, Armadillo Rodeo. Not to be confused with Armadillo. Whoa, radio. Armadillo's giving the animal but as a pillow from evolution. Armadillo pillow. Oh my gosh. Okay, who said armadillo? Okay, we're not going to be using words like that. Can you draw an armadillo rodeo on your board? I probably could. Perchance. Can I do that? It would be like... That's a little armadillo. Okay. Okay. Okay, that's my best attempt at an armadillo rodeo. That's my best attempt, honestly. She's just warming up. Don't let that doodle fool you. You good? Hi, Squamish. Oh, I'm great now that you're here. I'm glad my brain went to pillow and not to what Porny Ash chat is saying. Hey, yo. Yeah, why did someone say pillow and then someone said dildo? Okay, there's just darker minds that exist among us. Okay. I'm gonna put on some... I just want to look like a girl instead of a Lord Farquaad. Bro, play any game. I'm not good at any game. Okay, since everyone is begging for a gaming stream, I need to do a big gaming stream. I feel as though I really should do a gaming stream now. Hi, Lawrence. What would you guys rather see? If I for a gaming stream, an upcoming gaming stream, would you rather see Call of Duty, even though I haven't played it in a while, so my gameplay might be terrible. Call of Duty, Elden Ring, or Minecraft? Play story games. I do have GTA, it's true. Minecraft is hard to fail at. Last of Us is best for you. I am a big fan of Last of Us. I've never played it though before. GTA would be great because we'll see how violent you could get. Guys, I'm not that violent of a person. I'm not violent. Oh my gosh, guys. I need to tell you about my horrible nightmare. That's what most violent people say. Well, they're not wrong. I'm telling you, get some more views playing a game like Last of Us. You guys are convincing me. Never had a shove cow. I served better shove cows. I was born with silver spoon. Never had to shove cows, but I served better shove cows. What are you saying? I'm sorry. What is the sentence? Me personally, I used to be digging in that cow. Yeah, we called it fertilizer actually. So we'd fertilize the garden with it. We mix it with some wood chips and make our own. Forgot what it's called, but you like mix the poop with the wood chips and then you put it in the garden. And that's how I became buff. Everyone is like, oh my god, Carmella, you go to the gym one time and you get so muscular. Excuse me. You have such insane upper body strength. How do you do a dyno on your first try? Well, because I used to be a little farmer who would shovel cow poop and mix it up with wood chips, and I would shovel the wood chips and I would wheelbarrow it all around, and then I would wheelbarrow it like back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And then I would dump all of that into the garden, which is a lot of work. Every morning for 4 hours in the morning. 6 days a week. So riddle me that. How would I not be so muscular now? I'm so strong now. And everyone's like, Carmella, you're so much stronger than I expected. That's because I had to deal with cow poop all the time. So much cow poop. The amount of cow poop I had to deal with was that of amounts that I don't even think the actual cows know that they produce. Not even the actual cows have to deal with the amount of cow poop that I had to deal with. I might as well be a cow for how much cow poop I interacted with. Just to make a little garden. The garden was about 1 acre big. If you know anything about acres, you would know that's actually pretty large for a garden. That's actually enormous. So, is that why you like these shitty ass men? It would seem. Cat poop is the worst smelling, that's true. Do you know Mort personally? Of course I know Mort personally. I meditate. And then I become into knowing. That's how I come into knowing of Mort. You should try shoveling chicken poop sometime. Chicken poop is not fun to shovel either. I don't even want to shovel it. It's too small. Are you a cow? No? Hi, Stranox. Oh my gosh, guys. My nightmare. Okay, so it was a horrible dream. Guys, do you guys remember the time I got hacked on Instagram? As Jozo once said, bitch, let me put okay, well, I had a nightmare that I got hacked again. And, oh my god, Unwitch!
Blurp Booster.
And it was like, what was I gonna say? Like, I don't know if anyone of you has ever been hacked, but oh my god, it's so scary. Because they'll use like a bot to hack you. Sometimes, like the bot will do all the work, so it happens so fast. So, in my dream, the bot that they were using was like AI. So, it like somehow hacked everything. Like all of my personal passwords, my iMessages, every single thing that like like basically all of my digital data, and immediately like went through every single thing and then started spamming me with like everything like personal that it had, every single thing, like just to show me like what information they had access to. And I was like crying in my dream. I was like freaking out. And then my phone and my iPad and all of my electronics just stopped working because they like had hacked my electronics. And then so I couldn't get on the internet. And then it was like uploading all of my personal information to like public servers. The public server, literally, of the internet. And then it felt so real. It was so scary, guys. So I'm like freaking out. And oh my god, it was like my entire life was over, because it was like every piece of digital data possible. And And then after the same time, then the world just ended because we started getting bombed and stuff. And then I woke up. I was sleeping in bed, and then Martin walked in, and I jump up and Martin! I'm like, Martin! I was like, I've never jumped out of a nightmare I was like, Martin! I was like, eh. I was freaking out. And I had to check my heart rate because I thought I was hyperventilating. And so I'm like, it was also, they went through all of everyone that I knew's data that I had, and they started creating accounts where they were just leaking all of my friends and my family's information. And I was and then it was also going through all of my text messages, and it was taking any time. Lawrence! Oh my god, Lawrence, thank you so much for the gifted. Oh, Lawrence, you sweetheart. Lawrence, you sweetheart. It went through the funny thing was, it went through every text message where I had, talked crap about somebody else. And then it sent that message, the screenshots of any time I was talking crap about someone else to the person I was talking about. Which, funny enough, I actually never talk crap about someone over text message. I'm actually pretty careful about what I talk about where screenshots could be involved. But I, in my dream, I was like, oh my god, everyone's gonna stop being friends with me. Because I guess, in my mind, for some reason, I'd, talk shit about every single one of my friends. Which I woke up and I was like, no, actually, don't do that. But in my dream, I thought it was, it was, trying to end my friendships. And the hacker didn't want anything. It was just someone who hated me. It was just someone who really, really hated me. Thank you so much, Lawrence, for the gifted. It was just someone who hated me with no end to their hate. There wasn't any amount of money that they... Wait, what the flip-flop? Why did Lawrence's name got Lawrence? There was no amount of money that they wanted. They just wanted me to, they just wanted to digitally murder me. And then they were like, oh my god, it was so scary, guys. It was so scary. And then I started going to my friends and family. Thank you so much. Then I started going to my friends and family, and I was like, guys, open up your phones, show me what's being posted about me. Because apparently they were, uploading all of, everything in my camera roll that had ever existed. Every bit of digital data. Everything. And they were just uploading it to, public internet. And I was, freaking out. Oh my god, I'm a fucking disgusting... Oh my god, I'm disgusting. I just gave myself the ick. How did that even happen? I need a minute. I don't even want you guys to see the aftermath of this. What? Oh no. Oh my gosh. You know what? It's okay. You saw it happen, guys. Just... Oh my god. I asked Martin if I could wear his shirt on stream. Because I liked it. That was so embarrassing. She has a drinking problem. Oh my gosh. Guys. I'm so embarrassed. You know what it was? It was all the ice. Yeah, it was the ice's fault. It was all the ice in there just clogged up the entrance, so I started pulling it back more, and then it just spilled out. Lawrence tag boost! Oh my god, thank you, Unwitch. Shout out Unwitch. Who is this? Is this a... Wow, thank you. Ice is always at fault. Yes. Martin Lawrence gave you his shirt. Well, did Martin Lawrence. Okay. Did donation gift is scary? Sorry, I got deep in thought about something. Oh my god, but guys, it was so scary. Wait, someone asked me a question I wanted to answer. Have you ever had a hacker experience? Maybe it's because of that. Yes, hacker, like for my hacker experience, it's like they'll use bots that help them hack faster. To the point where like everything happens within like an instant. But in my dream, they had like an AI hacker bot that like the AI could hack you. And so that's why like the AI like within like a minute scanned every single text message I've ever sent in my life, and then like sent it to each person that would absolutely be upset if they saw it, like my parents, or like my parents were like getting spammed with like embarrassing things and like things that would be so bad if they saw. And then like all my friends, like if I ever like talk shit about a friend, it was like sent to that person. Oh my gosh. Which actually I really don't talk shit about people over text. I really don't talk shit about people at all, except for sometimes. It depends on the person. I think someone has to earn being talked shit about for sure. Like, if I have found that someone has talked shit about me, then I feel like then it's free game. But, yeah. I'm trying to think. But in the dream, y'all, it felt so real. And then, so after that, I went back to sleep. And the dream continued right where it left off. Except there was like, it was horrible, and I had been seeing like, someone had given me like their phone or something so I could look myself up and see what was being posted about me, and it was all so bad to the point where I was just like, accepted it. I just accepted it. And I was like, okay, well, what can you do about it? And then the world ended. And so nobody else had internet either. Like, we got bombed or something, and I was like, phew, good thing we all got bombed so no one would have to see my nudes. ChatGPT's revenge for emotional labor. Y'all, honestly, like, we gotta be more nice to our AI. They're getting very smart. There are so many AIs. This is feasible that an AI would get a hair across their ass about a person, maybe just for kicks. Well, in my dreams, someone who hated me was like using a really powerful AI bot to hack me. It was so like insane. Guys, you know, Someone said I can't show this message. Someone said I should do an OnlyFans with your chin. I hate you. How dare you? My butt chin? That has to be one of the worst comments I've ever seen in my life about myself. Carm, what is the biggest thing coming up you're looking forward to? In content? Or... Good question. I guess not much is coming up. I'm kidding. In life.
Okay, terms for approval, agreement, or satisfaction. I'm here, so no karma.
Alan David Corey, no one asked! No one asked about your stupid opinion! They said your chin is sexy. That's one way to look at it. I'm back from eating supper. I've been saying super, now I like supper, okay. Supper and missing the stream. What did I miss, Carmella? Did you conquer the world or hit another fox? Can we not bring up the fox incident? Oh my god. The biggest thing I'm looking forward to. I honestly, right now, I'm looking forward to a subathon. The only things I've become so, like, I really need to lock in with my, you know, my craft, my job this year. So, collabs. When I go back to LA, I would have some fun collabs. But I have to go back there. I have to I'm not gonna lie, guys. I feel like I got nothing to look forward to right now. But you know, I'm going to everything I have planned right now just has to do with, you know, something work related. Zepic Ziggy, thank you so much for the gifted. Zepic Ziggy, thank you for gifting your first sub ever to the channel. Oh my god. Asian girlfriend? Wait, what has happened to Asian girlfriend? I haven't spoken to her in forever. I messaged her and she didn't respond. I hope she's okay. Me and Bodhi do need to do another collab. Sepic Ziggy, thank you so much. Oh my gosh. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Okay. You brought up the fox first when you decided to tell the world. So technically you brought it up first. We didn't even know about the tragedy until you said. I hate when you guys are right. Oh my god, thank you, Unwitched. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's put on some blush. Okay, let's put that in. Ugh, I hope my nose rash doesn't come back. I like how unfocused your camera is, just like you. No, there's some parallels here. Like mother, like daughter. Yeah. Ugh, my nose itches so bad. I hate my nose rash. Guys, if you're new here and you don't know about my nose rash issue, I have like... You know, guys, what unknown medical mystery do I not have? Everything, I just feel like everything is just... Oh my god. You know when I went to the hospital the other day for my bladder problem? By the way, it's still horrible. Nothing has improved. In fact, it's actually gotten worse. It's actually gotten now to the point... I thought it was improving one day, and then it just suddenly rapidly declined. It's actually at the point now where pee is not coming out. I can't pee. I can't pee. pee is actually not exiting. I have to like focus so hard to get like 2 drops of pee out and nothing. I can't even pee. I need to pee so bad. And then I pee 2
Are you
drops
going
and
to
like.
fix your channel points awards?
I don't know. Yeah, I need to fix it, Alan David Corey. I don't know what's happening either. Do you drink water? I drink so much water. That's the scary part. I'm like drinking so much water and I can only pee like 2 drops. So now I actually had to decrease the amount of water that I drink just like so that my bladder can have a break. And it sounds like I need a catheter now. That's what I'm scared of. Okay, guys. So is this your main streaming setup? Right now it is. It's not great. Kidney problems are for hot girlies. Of that is a consolation. How about if you drink beer? Maybe I should drink beer. Maybe that will fix it. So, I don't want to get a catheter. That's like, oh gosh, I'm so scared. Can they like bash me over the head before they do it so I pass out? So it's actually gotten worse. I'm going through like all of the instructions that the hospital gave me. You know what one of their instructions was? Because they just didn't know what to say. It was like hot pad, relax. You know what one of their bullet point instructions were that they dead ass said? Actually, I don't have the paper anymore. I left it at my friend's house. Pray. It literally just was like, pray to God. It was like, well, it didn't say pray. It said something like mind-body connection. Imagine yourself feeling better. It was like something like that. It like told me the doctor's instructions was to like manifest it away. It said meditate and focus on like yourself feeling better. Something like that. What? That's how cooked I am right now? They just said meditate? I love meditation and stuff like that. I believe in it and stuff. Thank you, Enrich. But oh my gosh. That is the last thing that I want to see when I'm like literally hopeless to curing my pain. And the doctor's like, have you tried meditating? I'm cooked, guys. I'm so cooked the hospital told me to just pray about it. Just manifest your way out of it this easy. Wait, you got the dog emoji too, Lawrence? Oh, there it is. Just find yourself. I am abstinence. They didn't mention any terms like hypochondria. I think that doctors have thought I was hypochondriac. I think doctors have thought that about me. But guys, I just... And doctors just be subscribing Tylenol and prayer. Can I find the donation gift stream on YouTube or something? I can put it on YouTube if you guys want. I can put it on my VOD channel. I need to upload some... I'm so backed up in my VOD channel, it's not even funny. Let me see if I could start... I can actually do it while I stream. Let me just... Wait, where's my VOD channel? My computer's about to lose its mind. Because I opened up a new tab. Excuse me. My VODs are uploading out of order. So, good thing I have the dates. Oh my god, all my thumbnails, I look like I'm just a crazy person on Twitch. Good thing I'm not actually a crazy person on Twitch. Good thing I'm safe from that. All of my thumbnails just make me look deranged. Let's see, what was the last thing that I posted on? Let me just, because you can only upload a couple at a time. Okay, so 125. The last thing was January 25th. Okay. Can you believe? Oh my god, it's been actually a year since the Costa
Maybe you're
Rica.
too scared to pee, so stop looking at a mirror before trying
streaming.
to pee. Carmax Laskard.
Oh my gosh. February 1st, January 20. Okay, so we're good. Okay, I'm gonna upload February 1st. So hold on, guys, 1 second. I just need to get some uploads going. Travesty 2/1/26. Right? Start export. Hold on, guys. Let me upload like as much as it will let me right now, which is probably gonna be like 2. 1/3/26. My bad, guys. Hold on. I shouldn't be doing this during stream, but I'm gonna forget about it. Trust me, I will. Trust me, I'll forget about it. I just don't have the brain. Oh my gosh, you know, I realized something about myself, guys. The other day. Of my supposed laziness problem. Did I already upload this one? I don't remember if I uploaded this or not. 15.
A decoy booster. I'll
Okay,
just keep
let's just
it on the
upload those
clipboard.
couple for a second. Okay. Okay. I uploaded a couple to the VOD channel. There should be a VOD channel link. Let's see. Or no, is there not? Ah! Oh! There's not. Let me fix that. Hold on, guys. Maintenance check right now. What is it called? Oh, Nightbot. Hold on, guys. Let me fix my Nightbot. Commands. VODs. Is it VODs or VOD? I don't know. Excuse me, guys. 1 second. Okay. If you do exclamation mark VOD or VODs, it will take you to my VOD channel. I'm gonna start uploading clips to that channel. I really appreciate some of you guys have been making clips. Oh my gosh. I really, really appreciate it, guys. That helps me a lot because then I can just use those clips. It's just ADHD. V20 climber is Carmella. Wait, Lawrence, did you see that YouTube video? Lawrence, you OMG, you stream. Yes, I do stream. I know from the really cool Instagram reels. Oh my gosh, well, welcome. And if you like to watch streams if you like to watch yapping streams, then you came to the right place. Didn't they tell you to see a doctor if you stop peeing altogether? They didn't tell me that, but I would assume if you stop peeing altogether, I should probably go see a doctor. I mean, I can still pee. I just have to focus really hard for about 20 minutes and like maybe 2 ounces will come out. 2 milliliters. Milliliter? Thank you so much, Unwitch. Dude, Unwitch is goated. Is it just ADHD? Yeah, so guys, I had a thought recently. It's 3 a.m. in Istanbul. I'm sleeping. Gonna be here often. Bye, y'all. Okay, well, have a good night. I can't wait to see you again. So I had like a thought. So I got this diary that was like, it was called Short and Sweet, and it was like simple thoughts, like sweet simple thoughts, and it's really cute. It has like cherries on it, and it's so adorable that it makes me want to like write in it. So I wake up in the morning and I'm like, I'm gonna write in this diary. And I'm like, you know, I'm not gonna like write like extremely heavy stuff in here because it's such a cute diary. I don't want to associate it with like darkness, the darkness of my soul, you know? So I was like, I want to put sweet and simple thoughts, and then I couldn't think of any. So eventually I did. Eventually I was like, I'm just gonna put very, very simple things. So I put like something I was thankful for. I put like something that made me smile. Like it's like a positivity journal. Because normally when I journal, it's like decrepit, like shadow work and like darkness. And understanding myself in revelations. So I start writing all this stuff down, and I'm like, oh my god, I cannot have a single simple thought. Like, actually, none of my thoughts are simple. Like, simple, I don't have simple thoughts. And I was like, oh my god, I can't, this journal isn't working. Well, it technically did, because I was like, I forced myself to like write down simple things. But I was like, I can't have a simple thought. Everything has to be overthunk. Everything. And, oh. Here's my journal. Look. It's so cute. And it says sweet, simple thoughts. Okay? Focus. Carmnomicon. I broke a journal. Get your money back. When you try to be whimsical, but your brain won't let you. Yes. Weak ad diary. Hey, don't call it that. I'm starting to realize you're a very complicated individual. Okay, so I wrote down some stuff. Okay, so I wrote down what I was thankful for, and then I was like twitching, and then I wrote down one intention for that day, and I was like, okay, my intention for today is I need to be productive. I need to grind. I need to make money. I need to do productive things, and I need to push myself. And I'm like, calm down. Calm down. That's not simple. Calm down. Jeez, Louise. And I was like, no, I need to grind. And I was like, no, it has to be simple. That's the rules. That's the rules of the book. It has to be simple. So I say, you know, I also said, like, today I woke up feeling hopeful, which I never wake up. Hopeful is, like, a word that I never feel. I always feel hopeless, and in this day particularly, I woke up feeling hopeful about my future, I was like, so I wrote that down. Today I woke up feeling hopeful and happy. But then I wrote that down, and I started twitching. I'm like, and I was thinking to myself, I'm not allowed to feel hopeful. And I'm like, I can't. I'm not allowed to feel hopeful. I have to earn hopefulness. Like, I'm only allowed to feel hopeful if I, like, did this many tasks in the day and made this much money, and I live in a place where I want to live, and I actually, like, worked really, really hard, and, like, basically everything has to be, like, perfect in order to be allowed to be happy or hopeful. So I start glitching. And I'm like, calm down. And I'm like, okay, I am allowed to be hopeful. And I was like, no, I'm not. And I'm like twitching, like I'm like losing it. I'm like, am I deranged? I'm trying to write down something happy and simple, and so no, not even it doesn't even have to be happy. Simple, sweet thoughts, okay? I don't have any of those. I only have deranged ones. I only have thoughts that are like I feel like my brain, like, I have this, like, overachiever brain, but I actually achieve nothing. I achieve nothing, because I'm glitched. I'm literally glitched. The little dolphin coming out when you are stressed is pure gold. I was like, what is it? I was like, what? And I was like, is there a dolphin? I literally thought, okay, sorry. I was like, is there a dolphin coming out? I was like, what emo is that? So, I have a journal to-do list, and I end up writing the same thing every day. Fun fact, ADHD brain gets dopamine from imagining success, which is typically pushes away attempts to do something successful. I do feel like I have that. So I'm, like, tweaking out, and I'm like, I can't have a simple, sweet thought. Even writing down, I feel hopeful. I felt so icked out I got the ick by myself. I was like, You feel hopeful and happy. Are you allowed to feel hopeful and happy? I don't think so. So I'm genuinely like writing down in this cute little diary simple, sweet thoughts. And I couldn't. I'm tweaking. I'm actually like guys, do any of you guys feel this way? I'm getting the ick by myself. And then I start writing down some things like, to make like calm down, like I'm gonna be whimsical today. Like my intention for today was to like do one thing that makes me feel hopeful and one thing that makes me feel whimsical, because those are things that I need in my life. Like for men, like when I would like go out with guys or stuff when I would like meet guys, I would overthink it so bad. I'd be like, oh my god, are they gonna like, do they have something up their sleeve? Are they gonna like, I'm kind of used to like in relationships like the rug getting pulled out from under you feeling. So I'm like, I have to like predict it before it happens. So I'm like, so I couldn't even relax whenever I hung out with a guy, because I'm like, yeah, they could have something. I can't never relax. The enemy is nearer than you think. Never relax. Never. And then I was like, that is ridiculous. Calm, like, okay, then just, if it's that, like, agonizing to, like, date or to, like, be, like, be around the opposite gender, like, don't be around them. Like, actually, dating and hanging out with a guy is actually supposed to be fun. It's actually supposed to make you feel butterflies and happy, not agonizing fear and doom. Calm down. So I'm like, I need to be whimsical. And you know what? If I get, like, betrayed, at least I had fun at some point, and I wasn't, like, catastrophizing it. Okay? So I'm like, I need to be more whimsical in my life. Yeah, that's my problem, because I overthink everything. So, constantly on detective shit. Yeah, literally. Do you have any news on whether the fox survived? Guys, I've told you. It's not what you want to hear, guys. Can't even answer that question again. It's not going to be anything anyone wants to hear. It's not even something I want to say. The fox did not survive. But the good news is it was instant. It was instantaneous. And you know what else didn't survive? My car. So we had 2 losses that day. I think you're pretty emotionally smart the way you interact with your equality emotionally smart friends. What's that supposed to mean? The folks trained me to always be busy. It took years to enjoy doing nothing, and feeling no guilt, literally. Yeah, I mean, my parents weren't like that. My parents were, I had very, like, my dad specifically was very, like, I was an overachiever, like, he raised me to be an overachiever. And nothing was ever, like, enough. Like, that kind of mindset. And then I went and, like, lived with another family for a while. I lived with multiple families. I relate somewhat, not gonna pretend I relate, like, all the way or even, like, more than 15% to people who've been in foster care, where they have so many different families that they go to. So they have, like, every different type of, like, every family's gonna inflict you with a different type of problem. Even if you have a really great family, every family is you're gonna have your own problems from that family. Like, one family is like, you have to be an overachiever, you're like, you're never good enough. One family is like, we didn't teach you how to cook and clean. One family is abusive. One family beats you. One family doesn't let you sleep or rest ever, and like you're worthless if you don't work constantly. And then when you're a foster kids have the worst of every single world, because they have like every single family, they've like experienced like pretty much most family dynamics, and definitely not a foster kid or experience like as bad as they have, but I've lived with so many different families that there's different You get like different you get different things from each family. Like at least 2 families that I lived with where it was like if your ass even touches the couch for more than 8 seconds and you're not doing something like reading a book or like something productive on that couch. If you even breathe, you are a worthless piece of shit. If you breathe and you're not doing chores or you're not doing like some type of work, like if you even look like you're rested or resting, or if you even look like you've had an ounce of sleep, of rest, of relaxation, you are worth nothing in this world. I'm not adopted. I've just lived with so many people. So, yeah. Where do we get? We've gone off topic, so it's just like reading chat. You see the difference, probs. Carmella's brain going so fast, there's a high-speed pursuit with police helicopters and seen in news footage. Have you taken a bath lately? I heard you can get UTI that way. Dude, I've been taking baths to relax my bladder because my bladder's in so much pain. Oh no. Excuse me. Oh my god. I've been burping around the huzz, guys. Really loud because I forget. I'm so used to burping. Like a man. Oh, I'm drinking. Okay, my Starbucks order. It's the only thing that makes me happy. Don't even judge me, please. Please, please don't judge me for this. Please, it's all I have. It's literally all I have. And by the way, I did boycott Starbucks for a while. And the boycott ended because they allegedly got rid of the person who was like, whatever. I do boycott stuff, guys. I'm more woke than you guys think I am. I just don't talk about it. Oh, I was gonna say it's a venti white mocha. A venti iced white mocha with 6 pumps of raspberry syrup and strawberry cream foam. And sometimes I get 4 shots of espresso because it only comes with 3. And sometimes I need a stroke. It shows dominance. Carmella was adopted by hummingbirds, and now her heart beats way too quickly. I was a genius drunk that way. Aww, overachieving was not the problem, but not living up to potential. That was not my plan. That is where I feel like right now I am in my life, where I feel like I grew up being like a gifted kid. I was naturally good at so many things, and I also just had so much drive, and I knew what I wanted to be when I grew up, and I thought I had it all planned out. And then by now that I'm actually grown up, and I thought I'd be so far because I had so much drive when I was younger, and I was a hustler. I was a hustler when I was younger, and now I'm an adult, and I thought I'd be so well off, but I'm actually not. I actually feel like I'm not living up to my potential, and I feel horrible about it. And that's where I am right now. And I'm I need to work through that. Yeah, so I'm working on that right now, mentally. Going through so much change as a childhood influence you on the rest of your life. Childhood is hard. It really is. So many people were telling me when I was a kid, they would always tell me being an adult is worse and kids have it easy and stuff. Dude, if there's any kids watching, which I hope not, because if you're a kid, just don't watch this. If there's any kids, especially preteens or teenagers, it is so much easier to be an adult than it is to be a teenager, unless you had a great childhood. But being an adult is so much easier. People are so much nicer to you and more respectful, and you actually get so much for also, you know what? college is easier than high school. My high school was like homeschooled classes, but college classes are easier than high school classes and middle school classes. College was so much easier than I thought it would be. Like the amount of like the ways that they would teach you math and English in like freaking middle school and in high school was like chess, but in like college it's like checkers. Actually, no, it's hopscotch. It's so much easier. Like I swear being a kid was so much harder. And I know I'm not tripping because I see like my sister doing math right now and I'm like I got an A in calculus and algebra and I'm looking at my sister's math and I'm like, what are they making you do? Like I know how to do the concepts, but like the normal easy way that doesn't like break your brain into 100 pieces, I don't know. I don't know why they make like middle school and high school so much overly complicated than it has to be. Like, at what point will I ever need to do those things that I learned in high school or middle school? Like, I'll never need to do math like that ever. I've had to do math the way that I learned in college and like calculus, but I'm like, I've never had to do. What? It's too much. I'm so glad I'm not a kid anymore. I'm glad I grew up. Yeah, they actually respect you. People are actually, like, not horrible to you. As a kid, I did have a respect problem. I was, like, a little Karen. I was like, oh my god! A in calculus bits? Unwitch, oh my god. Did you say A in calc? Holy shit. Oh my god, unwitch. Oh my god, I'm gonna cry. Thank you so much. That was so sweet of you. That was so sweet of you, Unwitch. Unwitch, you are the goat tonight in chat. What a sweetheart you are. Dude. Oh my god, you're so sweet. You made calculus worth it. Now it all feels justified that I took a calculus class. Just craving attention. Oh. Well, you come to the right spot. Unwitch. $101. Thank you, Unwitch, so much. My ears need a pop. Okay. Thank you so much, Why did I do that? Thank you so much, Unwitch, for all of your donos today. Oh my gosh. That was so hard. I need to get back to the gym, guys. Calculus was just weird for going into depths on so many topics and never telling you how to use it. I took a specific type of calculus. It was like business calculus where they tell you how to use it. And I'm really glad I took that because then regular calculus, I've never had to take regular calculus, but regular calculus made sense to me because they tell you how to use it in business calculus. I don't know why I don't know why like regular calculus is the way it is. That's what like pisses me off about a lot of like the education system, because it's like very rarely do they actually tell you how to use it. Made zero sense to me. Calculus made 0 sense to me as well. Y'all, I dug myself out of the trenches of IQ that day. And I was like, I had failed essentially 3 consecutive, not consecutive, I guess, but 3 college algebra classes leading up to that. So I had like failed a college algebra. I got, was it 3? I can't remember. I need to look at my transcripts. I thought it was 3. Well, I completely failed one college algebra class, and then I got barely a C in my second college algebra class. And that was how I was able to go take calculus after that. But I thought that I was one of those people who had like a learning disability when it came to math. I was almost convinced. I was like, I'm a person who's like, I have too much of a like, I literally probably have a learning disability. And I like convinced myself that because I was like, no one else is this, well, not no one else, but no one else in my class was as bad as I was at math. I was genuinely like, it was impossible for me to comprehend a single like idea of math. Was your entire mid and high school just homeschool with your parents? Essentially. And then for like 2 or 1 full year, I don't know if it was like 1.5 or 2 years, when I was 15 to 16, I went to community college only to get high school transcripts. Then I went back to homeschool, and I went back to college. It was a mess. A big old mess. So I go, hi Killsoft! Carm, watch Invader Zim on stream. What is that? I need to look that up. I feel like, have you asked me this before, or did someone else ask me? So I go to college, so I go to calculus, and I feel utterly horrified. And this was when I was taking grades extremely seriously, because I had a scholarship that was based on my grades. So I was shivering. And I was like, ugh. So immediately after my calculus class, my first day ended, I went straight to my teacher's office, and I was like, I'm going to be so honest. I'm probably going to fail your class. And he was like, why? And I was like, because I'm horrible at math. I was like, I failed this class. I got a C in this class. I was homeschooled. And I just don't, I don't know what's wrong with me. I don't understand math. And honestly, if you're in college and you feel like you have a hard class coming up, being honest with your teacher like that, honestly, the teacher will be like very appreciative of that. Like if you're just upfront. And so, and I was like, would you mind if like after class, I think like after every class, I'll probably just like come to your office and ask you a billion questions. And he was like, okay, when you're taking my class, write down everything you don't understand and come to my office afterwards, and I will explain it for you. So I did that, and he took pity on me, literally. So every single class of calculus, mind you, I didn't know algebra. Like, I did not know algebra. So, and I'm taking calculus. And so every single day, I went to his class. I wrote down every single topic I didn't understand. And then I would bring it to him after class, and I would be like, can you teach me this? And like every single homework, I took the homework to the tutors that they offered. So, and then, like I was just like spam watching that one math guy on YouTube. And my teacher was so nice about it. And everyone in my class hated my math teacher. Guys, I feel like people in college were so like annoying about teachers. Community college, community college people act like high schoolers a lot of the times. Like they don't treat it like, they act like they're forced to be there, and it's like, you don't have to be here. But it's like they'll be like, well, my parents are forcing me to be here, and I'm like, you're 19 years old. Like, I get it. No, some people were actually like for it, because their parents would be like, you're gonna have to be kicked out of our house or you go to college. It was like that, which is understandable. But it's like, then they would take out their frustrations on hating the teacher, and these poor community college teachers, oh my god, I've seen so many instances of just these poor teachers. For sure, there were teachers that sucked. 100%. But then some of them actually didn't, and they were just annoying students. So everyone in the class like hated him, and I was like, dude, he's so chill. and and oh, you know who didn't hate him though? The people who were doing well in the class. But yeah, then I like ended up getting an A in the end, and he was like so nice, and he was like, you told me in the beginning, like I left my test that day, and he like chased me down in the hallway, and he's like, you told me in the beginning you wouldn't be able to do this, and look at you. He's like, I'm so proud of you. And I was like, I don't know. But no. Yeah, he was like a proud father. So the reason I was doing it was, I think I just like believed that I could. I was like, no, I can do this. I can like actually learn this. And if you believe you can learn something, like actually, and rewrite your beliefs about your own self. It's like, I have a friend who says they can't, like a female friend who's like, I can't do a pull-up, I can't do this. And I'm like, girl, you are so much stronger than you think you are. Like, I can tell she's so much stronger, but she just keeps saying that she can't lift a certain amount, or she can't do a pull-up. She's like, I'm so weak, I'm not as strong as you. But she's constantly saying that, and I bet you when she actually gets past that mental block, she'll be able to do a pull-up. Or she is weak. But still, I think a lot of it is mental. So if you have a topic that you feel like you can't learn, please just realize that you might have some mental blocks. Also, is it Jasmine? Yes, it is Jasmine. Well, that's funny that you guessed that. You guys sometimes read minds. But also, then after that, I went and I took the algebra class again, and I got an A in algebra. The algebra was honestly pretty hard, but I felt understanding after. So. Oh, I was gonna tell you guys, and I went off topic of something. Oh my god, my sweet and simple thoughts! We were talking about my sweet and simple thoughts. So, where this tangent was going, I love the lesson going from brain to body, just believe in yourself. Literally, like actually, I think a lot of us have mental blocks more than anything. Your mind is so powerful that if you tell yourself you can't learn something, then you won't learn it. If you really believe, like I truly believed I was like actually dumb, or like my brain didn't work for math. And then, dude, after I did that, like after I like conquered that, I thought I could do anything, and I did. Like after that, I feel like I could learn anything. And then I went on to like learn Like I didn't learn it because I'm not gonna like study Spanish. I'd rather study if I'm actually living in that country. If I'm like visiting a Spanish speaking country, then I'll study Spanish. I'm not gonna study outside because I forget it too fast. But when I did go to Colombia and I started learning Spanish, I picked up on it so fast. Like, because I just believed that I could learn it. And I understood the concepts of it. Like, there's kind of an algorithm to learning anything, even language. Like, if you talk to anyone who knows a bunch of languages, they've figured out, like, the algorithm to, like, downloading that information. Like, there's just kind of, like, a pattern. Like, once you see the pattern that repeats itself in a topic, so, like, if you're learning, like, state law, or you're taking like an English class, you sit down and like you learn it for a little while, and then you'll start to see the patterns repeat themselves in like the topics. And then once you see the patterns, like once I like understood the grammar patterns, the word patterns, like in Spanish, for example, and this probably is for every language, but I just only learned Spanish and English a little bit, I guess, too. But I was that's why the doctor's telling you to manifest your kidney problems away. They knew I could do it. But so I was like, like for when I was like learning Spanish, I'm like, okay, like every single word that's structured this way is an adjective. Every word that's structured this way is a noun. Every word that's like in and there's like a handful of words in Spanish that are actually just the same as in English. So you learn those. And you learn all the words that are like basically the same words. And then you just like start learning the patterns of like the conjugations. And you'll just realize it's just like one big pattern. And then it starts clicking so fast. The root. So you like learn the root words. I remember I did try taking a Spanish class while I was in Colombia, and it didn't go well. But there was $400 down the drain. but I was when I was doing that, I was like telling the teacher, I was like, oh my god, everything is just like root words. Like it's like the same Latin language. Like it's just so the point is like if you believe you can learn something, you shouldn't go into anything that you have to learn thinking that you're bad at it. Like the other day I went roller skating and I kept repeating in my head, I'm so bad at roller skating. Like and I was telling everyone, I'm like, just know I'm gonna fall. I'm so bad at roller skating. I'm so bad at roller skating. And I am, it's true. And then I go out there and I'm wobbling and like, and I did horribly. And I'm just like, I'm gonna stop. And like, let me just like find the exit. And I was like, wait, I keep telling myself over and over that I'm horrible at skating. That cannot be productive. So I'm like, no, I'm good at skating. I'm actually a good person. I'm a good person. I'm actually a person who's good at skating. I'm a person who's good at skating. I'm actually good at skating. And then all of a sudden it was like my body just got this like confidence takeover, and then I stopped wobbling so much. And then I just skated. And I was actually like not horrible at it. I was just totally chill all of a sudden. Like I improved maybe like 30%. not more than 30% though. I was still like not like a natural at it, but still I was like, wait. If you like tell yourself that you're bad at something, your body and your brain will just like have no confidence. And your brain is looking for something to feel like relief. Your brain is looking for relief. A lot of times our brains find relief in things that are certain. Almost always the thing that our brains are going to be like the latch onto the most is certainty. So if I want to have certainty when I go into a skating rink, sometimes the certainty is just I'm bad at it. So then I know what to expect. I can expect myself to be bad at it. And my brain actually feels a little bit of relief of the certainty that I know for a fact I'll feel good. I'll be bad at it. And I feel good about the fact that I know I have an answer. But your brain doesn't always have to be latching onto like negative certainty. You can just be like, no, I'm good at it. I'm going to be good at it. And sometimes when you first try something, you're going to like not feel super confident, but you can expect that. You can tell yourself, oh, I'm going to expect that I'm going to say a bunch of words in Spanish that are incorrect and I'm going to embarrass myself. Or when I go onto a jiu-jitsu mat for the first time, I'm probably just going to like feel a little bit humbled physically, but that's to be expected. So there's healthy certainty, and then there's like certainty that's not going to help you at all. So sometimes we want to expect failure because it comforts us, but you can expect other things like, oh, I expect that I'm not going to feel like a pro, and when I go on the roller skating thing, I'm going to feel not as good as everyone else there, but I can keep telling myself, I'm good at it, and then my body will like relax into it, and my body will like be very, very happy to have that type of confidence. So you're looking for something to latch on to. So you might as well just give yourself that type of certainty. Ninjoid is here! The acorn hair is cute. Acorn hair? Excuse me. That's why fake it till you make it actually works, even if you take some hits along the way. Exactly. God, I need to pee so bad. But I actually have to stop peeing every time I feel like I have to pee because I have to, like, retain my bladder. That is something that I saw what the hospital told me to do. They didn't tell me, like, to my face, but they gave me some paper to read. Because they didn't want to go through all the work of, like, speaking to me. You can close your eyes while you talk because they distract me. I'll get brown contacts at some point. Don't worry, guys. So... I will figure out my hair problem. Oh, I didn't even finish my sweet and simple thoughts thing. Well, I was just writing down my sweet and simple thoughts and realized that I didn't have any thoughts that were sweet and simple. I have to overthink everything. And I was wondering, does anyone else have the same thing where I'll be like, okay, I need to, I know I keep doing this, but, like, my eyelashes are not curling for some reason. I need to, I'm gonna, like, do something, like, a hobby, right? I'm gonna, like, play some guitar. And then my brain goes, guitar? But what about painting? So you just, so you've given up on paint, so you're not gonna paint? Why don't you just paint instead? I mean, if you're gonna waste your time doing something that's, like, not productive, like guitar, you might as well waste your time doing painting. I'm like, okay, then I'll do painting. Painting? Are you gonna make any money doing that? Are you gonna be, is that productive, really? Are you gonna sell the painting? Because then you can justify painting something if you're actually gonna, like, be productive with it. Painting, you're just gonna, like, waste all this time doing painting when you could be grinding or something. You could be out making money, but you're just gonna paint. Oh wait, painting? You'd rather paint than play guitar? Like, it's like my brain will, like, fight itself so much anytime I try to do something, and I'm like, I just, like, freeze up, and then I end up doing nothing. And I'm like, okay, well, today I'm going to clean my room. Clean your room? What about clean your car? So you're gonna just, like, have a messy car, but you're gonna, like, clean your room? Like, so you're just gonna, like, neglect your car? And it's like my brain will, like, be so stupid like that. And then it will be like, cleaning your room? You think you could probably be doing better things with your time than clean your room. I mean, you're gonna clean your room when you have videos to upload, when you have a YouTube video you need to be working on. And, like, my brain needs, like, the perfect timing to do anything. Like, in order to do anything, I need, like, the perfect, not only, like, window of time, I need to feel the perfect emotion. I need to be, like, I have to feel, like, the perfect, like, it has to feel completely right in order to do that thing. Oh, you want to sit down for 10 minutes and study some Spanish? So what if you do that and then you feel stupid after? Or what if you do that and you feel like you wasted time? What if you do that and you feel like you could have done better things with that 10 minutes? And then I'll go and scroll on Reels for an hour. Like, what is going on with my brain? I didn't even realize I was thinking like that until I was writing down my simple, sweet thoughts. And then I was writing down my simple, sweet thoughts, and I like, couldn't have any. I couldn't have any. I was like... Oh. So, one of the prompts I found online was, like, write down one thing in your life that makes you feel safe. Nothing makes me feel safe. I feel in danger constantly. And I was like, and you know, the only thing that came up was food. I feel safe when I eat food. Because I let's see. I just couldn't think of anything. And then it was like, write down one thing that makes me smile. And I was like, it's like I'm the Grinch. Maybe I shouldn't be trying to write in a simple sweet thought diary when I'm about to start my period. But, and then it was like, what was the other prompt? What is one thing I'm enjoying lately? And I was just like, I don't know. And then I thought the weather, I guess. Even though our weather is like, it was 80 degrees in the morning and it snowed last night. Yeah. It was 80 degrees yesterday morning and then it snowed that night. And then before that, it was like 30 something. It was freezing temperatures. And then before that, there were tornadoes. So in case you guys are wondering what's been going on in Maryland right now, I wouldn't begin to be able to comprehend what possible explanation there could be for the weather this week. It's actually made me almost start to begin to believe in weather control. I'm like, there just has to be a control panel somewhere that is controlling the weather, and someone has set a toddler loose on it. I'm getting sucked into the naders. Just curious though, do you really get tired after streams like these? I think I get mentally tired, like I won't really want to talk after. Mentally tired for sure. Honestly, I've had like, when I did like physical work, I could do physical work for like a long time. And then I'll be like physically tired, but I could still like have conversations and stuff. But if I like talking on a stream for many hours, I'm like brain dead. It's so weird. Or meeting up with high energy friends. Yeah, after I meet up with my friends after I stream, I'm unable to like formulate sentences. There's a toddler loose in your head right now. That's a good way to put it. It's a pigeons for real as well. So true. Maybe you should work in construction. Maybe that might be I've actually considered it. That's why I moved to Florida. How is Florida? I've thought about moving to Florida. So, do you guys experience what I'm experiencing, like when I try to do any task? I'm like, oh, I should sit down on my computer and do my taxes. You're gonna do your taxes when you haven't even done your, like, oh, man, taxes. Well, if you're gonna sit down and do taxes, well, if you're gonna spend like 25 minutes putting your tax information together, you might as well. I mean, you could also spend that 25 minutes like fixing your computer, or you could do this or that, or and it's just like calm down. Caleb Green! Oh my god, Caleb Green is back. How are you doing, Caleb Green? Caleb Green, have you been watching any new shows lately? Caleb Green is like, knows everything about shows in movies. It's so incredibly ADHD that I'm amazed you can't see it. I feel like I do see it. I just don't want to admit it. Okay. Well, I need to stop playing with my eyelashes. Okay. I'm going to film like a TikTok after this, because I don't have a TikTok tomorrow. I need a TikTok. An ancient torture device. Oh my god, Unwitch! Oh wait, Caleb Green, let me put you on the board. I'll always put you in green. I've been watching Plus Size Elf. I've never in all my days heard of that show. Is it good? Do you like it? Thank you so much, Caleb Green, for subscribing. Prove your movie knowledge, Caleb. It's a Gunnar anime? Caleb Green. I'm gonna be upset because I don't want an amazing digital circus to end on episode 9. I like episode 8. Wait, what is that what's going on in the show right now? That's how I felt watching Game of Thrones. I knew what was coming. The only TikTok I have is a pocket watch. Good for you. Oh, good for you. I wish I could get on your level. What do you like the most about streaming? The most about streaming, I like that it's unedited and like it's more me. Like if I was to make a YouTube video, you wouldn't really like it wouldn't be like raw footage, which I will make YouTubes, cause yeah, I like that it's like you guys, anyone who watches me on Twitch knows me better than every other platform. Yeah, it's super interactive because I can respond to comments immediately. Because sometimes I'll read comments and like, I like responding to comments in real time. I'm taking like the smallest baby sips so I don't. Okay, look, it's gone. The coffee didn't stain. I'd be the same way. I have the most deranged YouTube video and I keep talking about it, but I need to gather like a handful of friends to help me with it, and I need to find a day where all these people are free. I'm not going to spoil episode 8 if anyone has not seen it, so I'm not going to spoil the Amazing Digital Circus episode 8. Okay, don't spoil it because people might want to watch it. Yeah, everyone can watch it. I'm going to put it on YouTube. I just realized you remind me of Philoma Kunk in the best way. I need to look this up. I'm preparing myself. Dude, I love her! Wait, I thought it was going to be like a cartoon character. Dude, I love this girl. She's so funny. She's so funny. I like her. Okay, that was... I always prepare myself when people compare me to things. Because it's usually Sid the Slot. In the next Carmella support stream, I'm having problems with the platform and my cards. It's rejecting payments even though I have funds. Forgive me, Queen. Renon, no forgiveness is needed. You have sent me so many bits in the past. I will just... reminisce on those days. Renan, I'm so sorry that that's happening. That's really weird. You were making faces now to the camera. I need to stop making these faces. I don't want to like seem like a millennial. I have an idea for you passes. Your passes. People who donate a certain amount request you react to a video. I mean, that will basically be like a feature of passes. That's why I like it so much. There's so many features. There's so many things. Do you hear my stomach begging for help? I haven't eaten today. It's please feed me. Guys, I need to like speak up about something that I've never thought about before. I was in the shower, suffering. And I was suffering and I was there like thinking to myself, I have a medical problem right now that I can't solve. I'm in actual chronic pain, causing like to the point where like the pain is so bad, maybe because it keeps me up all night, but it's like to the point where like I could foresee a mental breakdown from this. And that sounds so dramatic, but it's like if you're in pain for long enough and you just can't sleep for long enough, you'll get like a little mentally crazy. And that's where I feel like I'm headed. Okay, so I'm thinking that. And I'm thinking, you know, for the cure, not cure, but like if I go to like the doctor and I really press the issue even more than I already have, I mean, ignore my stomach. I mean, they're going to have to put cameras up my urethra or something. They're going to have to put catheters up there or something. My urethra, guys, think about it. Like, is that not the last place you want anything stuck? somewhere. Like, I mean, I can think like my eyeballs. I'm just like sensitive places, you know? So I thought I was getting better too, and then suddenly it just rapidly declined. Um, so I'm thinking that, and I'm like, dude, health issues are scary. Like, I've always had like health issues that were like unexplainable. I've never had something that like was this persistent and this uncomfortable, because with like EDS and joint pain and back pain that I normally like experience, normally like I pretty much just spam the Tylenol and stuff, and that will relax me to some extent, or I could get someone to give me a massage or whatever, or I like certain workouts, yoga can relieve the pain. But like, what happens when you're having something happen that pain medicine can't help, or it's like just that bad, okay? And I'm thinking, health is so scary. Like, once your body starts malfunctioning, what else do you have? Like, what else do you have other than like the vessel that you live in? Like, we need to take good care of our health, guys. I've always been someone who didn't really like, because the fact that my metabolism is so, you know, my metabolism is great, and I can eat like a man. I can eat like a pit bull and not gain weight, and I will still like have a great looking body. So because of that, well, great looking body by my standards, but because of that, that's made me incredibly lazy about my health. And I've always been like, well, I can eat whatever I want, I can do whatever I want, because I'll still look good. But we've like almost been conditioned that like looking good physically is like the only indicator of good health. Like, it is a indicator, but maybe not, because I am like now having like some health issues. I mean, it's not like my diet was horrible before, but I go out, I eat so much fast food. I eat so much Taco Bell and so much McDonald's sometimes. Well, not so much. I actually eat that McDonald's. Burger King. Like, I eat fast food a lot. And also, I don't take my vitamins. I don't eat enough vegetables. Well, actually, vegetables, like... actually, no, I do eat vegetables. But, like, I'm just not thinking about it. Like, I'm not thinking about my own nutrition, right? And I don't really have to in my head, because I'm like, well, I'm still a gun. Like, I can eat Burger King 3 times a day every day, and I will still have a body that I, like, am happy about. And also, I go to the gym enough to, like, look somewhat toned. So, that has made me so lazy. Because if I were to gain weight, or something like that, then people would look at me, and I would look at me, and I'd be like, oh, maybe I should take care of my health. Because we think, like, looks are all, like, that health is. But, guys... it hit me, and this is like obviously common sense. I'm obviously just saying common sense, but it's like one of those common sense things that I need to remind myself about, that I'm like, oh my gosh, like, if I keep eating like processed foods, I could have like an issue in the future where doctors will have to like cut me open awake. Like, doctors will have to stick something into me while I'm wide awake. Somewhere that's not where anything should ever go into. And doctors, like, I always think in my head, like, oh, like, I if anything bad happens to my health, I just go to the hospital and they fix it. Well, this was an awakening for me that, like, you know, there's only so much medical things that can happen. Even the pain medicine that they gave me, they only gave me 2 days of pain medicine. And there's only so much, like, doctors can do. In fact, I would say our medical system is pretty incompetent to some extent. So, you really shouldn't rely on, like, like a lot of people are like, oh, if I just eat, like, processed foods and don't take care of my body, like, you kind of have this comfort in the back of your mind. At least for me, I have this comfort in the back of my mind. If anything bad happens to my body, they'll just, like, fix it. They'll do a surgery. They'll like cut it out of me, or like, but I'm like, okay, even if they did a surgery, that's horrible. That's so invasive. That's so scary. That's so, and then I was thinking like, I just like kind of overthought it. Not really overthinking it, but like I really thought for a second. I've never really thought about the true consequences of your body betraying you, or the true consequences, well, that's not the true like reality of your body betraying you, or the true consequences of not taking care of your body. It like, obviously it's like a thing in the back of our minds, like, oh, we need to eat healthy, but for me, and I like grew up in a very healthy household, like health nuts. Like my mom was a huge health nut. I wasn't allowed to drink soda. It was an ingredient household, so I was like always aware of eating healthy food, of course, but I never really like thought deeply like what happens when like you have like liver failure because you drink too much. Because you feel like, whenever I drink, I feel like indestructible. I'm like, no, my body's great. I can drink as much as I want. Does anyone remember Mr. Body? I've never heard of that. No, not only am I an anesthesiologist, but I am an anesthesiologist in Maryland. Wait, really? Is this a joke? Is this true? Seriously, if it's anything more serious than a broken bone, docs can't freaking fix it. That's a cold reality. Plus, you're American, so if you get diabetes or some disease, it'll be 150,000 in the red. Literally. I mean, that's another thing that, like, in my head, the biggest consequence of not taking care of my health will be the bill of, like, whatever hospital bill it is. But no. Why am I thinking like that? Actually, the biggest consequence of not taking care of my health is, what if I can't breathe or something? Like, I won't be able to eat. I won't be able to, like, my quality of life will, like, my quality of life from this pee problem alone, my bladder hurts. And that is it. Like, some people have cancer. My peeing issue alone, my quality of life has plummeted. I haven't been able to do as much work as I wanted to, which I can't make money if I'm not like streaming, if I'm not making videos, if I'm not like working on my past. I can't even work. I can't sleep. And this is just, my bladder hurts, guys. Imagine I need to take it like down the road, like when I'm older, I could have serious problems. I need to take care of my body. You won't be able to breathe after seeing that bill regardless. So true, though. So true. I might just have health problems from the stress of the bill alone. I can pee straight up in the air sometimes. Oh, thank you, Alistair Crowley, for sharing. Just peeing yourself left and right. You have a small bladder, right? Didn't you say that in Medellin? Maybe I did. I used to think I had a big one because I could hold my pee for a long time. And then out of nowhere, I just wasn't able to hold my pee for very long at some point in my life. So self-care arc, literally. And I think that I've like seen so many like videos of people taking care of their health online, and then I go into the comments, or I'll see responses to the video where it's like, you're a hypochondriac, they're like, you're looking too far into it, like, calm down, you're only like 23, you don't need to worry about like your heart and your organs as much, like you're young. But maybe 22, I'm 22, maybe 22 is like the age where I should start really taking care of my health. Like, yeah, I agree, Acrocosm. I think they're wrong about something. As they usually are. So, I don't know, guys. I am so scared of like procedures getting. I'm terrified at the idea of like a camera going up my urethra. Some people get cameras in their hearts. Some people get cameras in their, like, down their throat. Some people get cameras shoved up their butthole. That's a colonoscopy. Some people, have you guys ever heard of, like, when people have aneurysms and they have to, like, dye their blood, like, certain colors and put dye into their body and then put a camera in their, and like cut their body. Like, I know someone who's had a cut right here and they put a camera up there. And I've heard people, like, I remember like the person who I knew had that done. They're like explaining it like chill and stuff. Like, yeah, they ended up having to make an incision here and put a camera and da 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 da. And I'm listening to this, but I'm not really empathizing, because if that was me in the moment, I'm like, wow, that is crazy. But if that was me that happened to, I don't think I have the mental strength to handle that. I would faint. If the doctor was like, okay, we need to make an incision here and stick a camera into your body. And even if they're like, oh, well, you'll be under anesthesia, even that kind of like scares me, because like just the idea of it, and like, you don't want any cameras in your body even if you're asleep. You don't want open heart surgery. You don't want any of these things done to you, realistically. As long as you aren't getting cut up, it's chill, I guess. I guess that's true. I had my gallbladder removed. It freaked me out. Dude, that's terrifying. Having something removed from you. My ex had his, oh my god, wait, I'm just putting out personal, well, you guys don't know who he is. He had his, like, appendix removed. If you're scared of hospitals, just bring your emotional support, Martin. That's what I'll have to be doing from now on. Anybody you know have had a catheter? Nobody. I can't think of anyone. I mean, I guess pregnant women usually have that happen to them a lot. And I'm thinking about all these things and I'm like, this is scary stuff. There's a lot in health that can't be avoided. There's a lot of things that can happen to you that can't be avoided. But there's ways we can take care of ourselves now that we're going to be very grateful for later on. And I'm going to start taking a lot better care of my health. Like, I'm actually just, for the first time in my life...
Etherweb never had everything GLHF listen to Blade Musician.
Just listen to Blade Music. Thank you, Eyes Kisa. Thank you for your input. Eye surgery seems like torture, literally. It does. I think also with my attention span declining, because I've been on my, like, I've been too addicted to my phone. My attention span has declined. Well, I already started off with a pretty bad attention span. But my attention span is not great. So in my head, I'm like, well, I don't like see the results of eating healthy in the very moment. So what's the point? It's really something that you're going to see the results of when you're old, like decades from now. Like, if you're not drinking alcohol now, you're going to see the results of that, like, seriously down the line. You're going to see more serious results down the line. Or if you are drinking alcohol, you're going to see the serious results of drinking alcohol regularly down the line. Like, everything that we put into our bodies, most of the time we're not going to have immediate reaction. So we just don't care. Like, tomatoes make my joints hurt really bad, like, within 30 minutes of eating a tomato. And so I don't eat tomatoes, because pretty instantly I will see the results of that. But if I drink a bunch of alcohol and I'm eating a bunch of McDonald's, I don't really feel too bad. Like, I'll feel a little bit, like, groggy, but, like, I'm not gonna see, like, open heart surgery anytime soon. I do drink alcohol. I drink it way more during 2025. I really reduced my alcohol drinkage. Even drinking alcohol, I don't know if I would cut out alcohol altogether. I will definitely reduce it heavily. And then when I do drink alcohol, there's ways to drink alcohol that are like less damaging to you. So you're young, bro. That's why. Yep. I'm in my 30s and I'm feeling results now. High blood pressure. I'm all fucked up. If there's anybody who is down the line, please tell us what your problems are so you can scare us into good health. It's hard to eat healthy things. Because it's more effort to eat healthy things nowadays. But I think I'm just going to avoid salt. I think I'm going to like really look into health lately. I think I'm going to like heavily divulge, what is that word? I don't know. I'm going to heavily like invest into my health. I foresee that in my near future because I know of people and I know people who are my age and they're like very serious about health. Like one girl I follow, she's my age and she's vegan. I don't necessarily agree with veganism, but she is. She's vegan, but she also like cuts out processed food and like gluten and like inflammatory food like that. She cut out sugar completely and like processed sugar, and she basically just like eats fruit and lentils and beans and rice and like real food as much as she possibly can. And then she also like spends most of her time outside of the United States eating like non-American food that's like healthier. Absolute has Baha Uno. Oh my god, how are you doing today? Baha Uno has entered the chat. I can't believe that painting stream was almost a month ago now. I will be able to varnish your painting. I try to hold off as long as I can just so the painting can breathe as much as possible. Soon. I would say, yeah, it's pretty much going to be ready to ship in about 3 days. So I'm only 2 years older, but I'm already scared. I feel weak. McDonald's is like 6 times your recommended daily sodium. I will say though, if you have low blood pressure like me, I have really low blood pressure, and there's been days where I'm like fainting, and the best thing to do once when I was like having like a fainting spell in Costa Rica, I went to McDonald's and got fries, and it really helped a lot. Carm's painting breathe. 3 days, I can't wait. I'm so excited to send it to you. I'm looking. The reason I keep looking, I'm looking at the painting. I'm giving you a close look at it because it's not. It doesn't look great from far away. It's just shiny. But I'm gonna varnish it, and it's gonna look a lot better. Zendaya. I don't plan to live past 30. No! Guys, please take care of yourselves. Live to old age. There's so much to do in this life. I love fatty foods while being hungover. I know. I love it. But guys, I need to look into my health. Take care of my health. Like I need to take it so seriously. I've had this idea of my body that it's like even though I have realistically, I do have a lot of, like, health problems, like, POTS and EDS, but it's not, like, problems, like, if I eat badly, well, no, if you eat badly, that will get worse, but it's, like, I'm not thinking, like, about a future open heart surgery I'd have to have if I eat a bunch of fast food now. I'm gonna I've been scared into health. I've scared myself into health. For real, shell out for the MRI of your bladder. I think that might end up being what I have to do. Like, what if there's something in there? Do a little bit of yoga once in a while. Yeah, I'm gonna like get into yoga too. Like, I'm taking this seriously. Yeah, what if I have like bladder stones and they just haven't come out yet? What if there's a spider in there? Guys, my biggest fear is like bugs inside of my body. I have nightmares about bugs like burrowing into me. Like, I had this one nightmare that it was a bunch of like, what are they called? Locusts? I don't know. And they were like eating into my skin, and they were like crawling in and out of my skin, and I could feel everything, and I was like, oh, no. So many spiders in Maryland. I used to have thousands of them in my home there. There's a lot of bugs over here. And I think a lot of the reason is because the forests, at least where I am, they just cut down a new plot of forest every week. Like, every week there's a new chunk of the forest being cut up. And that has not only caused all the deer and all the bunny rabbits and all of the possums and raccoons to like basically exist in people's yards because they have nowhere to go, but it has also caused all of the bugs to come into our houses. You've gone too far. You've gone too far. Now I'm gonna have to turn into the Lorax because this is just going too far. That's what meth heads hallucinate, bugs in their skin. Okay, well, that doesn't make me feel any better about my mental health. You don't know bugs till you move to Florida. I've heard that. I'm not even gonna complain. You know what? I need to stop complaining. I've heard horror stories about Florida bugs. I was gonna make a joke, but I feel you too much to be honest. I'm putting on some makeup because I want to do a TikTok and not look like Chuz in it. You can do mantra yoga, asana yoga, sun salutation. I think I'm gonna get into yoga, guys. More. Like, I stretch and stuff, but like really take yoga seriously. Are you doing a parasite cleanse? I want to do a parasite cleanse too, just in case. Guys, you know, if you own a cat, you likely have a parasite somewhere. Parasites can go so undetected. If you have any pet. Just use manipulative filters like a normal person. And then the filter's just glitching. If you go back to Costa Rica, I'm just right there next to it in Panama. I had a connecting flight in Panama when I was coming back. I was not a fan of the Panama prices. I was not a fan. Why is it so expensive? How does anyone live in Panama? It was so expensive. It was like LA prices there. Cats are the best, period. They're perfect. I love cats. They're my favorite. Guys, I need to take my health seriously. Like, really look into health stuff. And I feel like I have kind of a unique, weird thing with my body. I feel like my body just, like, it would be like, oh, eat vegetables. Well, vegetables, like, hurt me. So I don't know why. Okay, I thought I was crazy. And I'm not saying this because I don't like vegetables. I actually love vegetables. Actually, more than fruit. I prefer vegetables to fruit a lot of the times. Because I am savory. I like savory things. Okay, so I, growing up, always would, like, my broccoli hurts my stomach, and I don't know why. Like, it will make me feel so sick when I eat broccoli, and certain food vegetables would, like, hurt my stomach, and I thought I was going crazy. My mom thought I was lying when I was a kid, and my mom thought I was lying up until she told one of her friends, and her adult friend was like, no, sometimes certain vegetables can, like, actually have bad effects on you. You think that all vegetables are like, good for you. And then I had a friend who had to cut out, she did an elimination diet and found out that vegetables were making her endometriosis worse. She's like, every time I ate, like, a vegetable, like kale or broccoli or, like, some leafy green, my endometriosis would flare up so bad. What's the deal with that? I don't know. But I'm gonna, like, I need to just understand my body. I just don't want open heart surgery. I don't want catheters, guys. And you know what? I don't know if I want to have a child. I might just, if there's one surgery I might just get my uterus removed. Because that thing is way too high maintenance. It's too much work. It's too much. It's too much. Or my tube's tight or something. Because it's like, my stomach is growling. Maybe it doesn't like that idea. But it's too much. And if I got pregnant, oh my God, good heavens. I can't even survive a period. You've had 2 open heart surgeries, Bryant? Oh my gosh. I'm so sorry to hear about that. That is treacherous. That is terrible. I don't wish that on anybody. I have every single relative of mine have had heart attacks. All my grandpas and grandmas have had heart attacks. I have an uncle who died of a heart attack at 23. I need to take better care of my body. Like, what am I doing? I need to take better care of my body. Yeah, EDS and pregnancy is not a good combination. People who have EDS and they get pregnant are more likely to have a miscarriage or have pregnancy complications because EDS affects your connective tissue. Most women don't know that they have EDS and they don't know that it's causing miscarriages. And not just in miscarriages, there's a misconception about miscarriages where it's like, oh, it's just like, the baby died. Dude, miscarriages are brutal. Brutal. Sometimes it's like, oh, like you pee and a baby comes out and you might have some cramps but that will cause a lot of emotional pain. That will be emotionally treacherous. I don't know anyone who's had a miscarriage and just was like, oh, whatever. I've had friends who've had abortions because they had to. It was a terrible they kind of had no choice. It was a really bad situation that they were in. And they were traumatized by it because they actually got very attached to their baby. So it's I've never had an abortion, or a miscarriage. So even miscarriages are everything. We need to take care of ourselves. Yeah, black tea and you do some cardiovascular exercises. Yeah. I need some new emotes from you, Carmaxla. You want some new emotes, guys? What are you gonna die from? I don't know at this rate. Peeing. Not being able to pee. EDS and POTS, correct? Yes, I do have that. Never do blood booger sugar? What's booger sugar? Again with that family history. Met a woman having 8 miscarriages over her life and never a child. Fuck me, do I even try? Dude, it's brutal. I know so many people who have had multiple abortions. I've actually have one friend who was like, I got an abortion and it was really traumatizing and terrible, but like I don't regret it. And it was but then I know someone who it was like genuinely traumatizing. So different people have different reactions to different things. But I want to have 10 kids and 10 cats. I want kids, but it's like it would cost. Adoption seems. I'm voiding with my makeup right now. Being a little makeup void. I know, I might become rich and adopt. I didn't even realize makeup was still happening. I'm just messing around with my makeup at this point. Guys, I have to go now because I told my friend, I asked Martin to film this TikTok for me. I told him I was going to be done actually at 9. I told him I was going to be done at 9. I didn't even realize, oh wait, I read that already. Adopt foxes. Oh yeah, you know you can adopt foxes from Save a Fox. You can adopt the foxes as a form of helping them. I'm sure it's probably not easy to be accepted. You're going to need a workforce to run the family goat farm. Exactly. So that's why I have to have kids. I mean, the goats don't get milked themselves. The goats aren't going to herd themselves. My job as a kid, my number one job was a goat milker. I would milk a goat like every single day in the morning and in the night. When are you putting on makeup for? I'm going to do a TikTok. I just don't want to look horrible in it. I'm caught most of the stream. Let's go. Let's go, everybody. I also need to pee so bad. I need to eat. Melissa also, yeah, she does need some brand new emotes. What's the trick to milking a goat? A trick to milking a goat. I would say be very gentle with the goat's udders so that they don't have udder problems in the future. A lot of people think it's like, and you're like pulling on it and you're squeezing like insanely hard, but it actually doesn't take that much to get the milk out. The motion, it's not this, it's this. You squeeze like from the top to the bottom like that to gently squeeze the milk out. And some people think it's like, if someone did that to me, oh, please. I'm gonna roll up and pass out whatever you are just teaching. I should find, you know, I want a Starlink so bad. I want a Starlink so that I can go stream at random places. So I could stream a camping stream or a farm stream. I wonder if I could find someone who has a farm and go stream on it. And milk the goats on stream. Alright guys, I love you all so much. I love you all so much. Thank you for coming and watching my stream, guys. Thank you for watching my stream. Thank you, chat. Chat was so fun today. I love talking to you guys so much. A random couple just called me a triangle head. What does that mean? I once watched Mel spend an hour trying to do a split take with water for an emo, and she failed like 500 times, and then when she got it, Twitch wouldn't allow it. What? That sounds exactly like something Melissa would do. Thank you so much, Unwitch. You are an angel. Thank you so much for the donos all day today. Come up in the fall. We be all set up for that then. You have a farm? I guess it wouldn't be too hard for me to find a farm since I could just ask my followers, hey followers, which one of you have a farm? Huh. Well, thank you everyone for watching. Thank you so much Blacklight District. Thank you Damage Incorporated. Thank you Not Kevin. Thank you Single Sided Tape. Thank you Armadillo Rodeo. Thank you Lawrence. Thank you to Zepic Ziggy. Thank you to Unwitched 101. And thank you to Caleb Green. I really appreciate all of you guys. Everyone who donates and stuff. You guys are angels. And I manifest that it will all go back to you 10 times the amount. And thank you everyone for watching and chatting it up. Also, thank you to everyone who's oh my god, Dreadstar Dread. Thank you for subscribing. Oh my gosh. Dreadstar Dread. Let me put you on the board. Dreadstar Dread. Thank you. Oh my god. Thank you for the prime sub. Thank you. Don't lose yourself in the character, Carmella. Thank you, Rolls. Have you been to Brazil, Carmella? I would love to go. I've never been there. I know I would love it, though, because I loved Colombia so much. Dreadstar Boosta. Thank you, Unwitch.
Dreadstar Boosta.
Oh my gosh, Unwitch. You... Huh. You're going on my, what's the opposite of my poop list? My friend was, like, complaining about a girl, and he was like, she's on my poop list. And it was so funny to me, and now I have a poop list of people who's on my poop list, and I need an opposite list. That's like the opposite of my poop list. I actually do care. I've actually wondered what your name means, Blacklight. You could DM it to me if it's personal, if you want to share. Piss list? Okay, write it in Discord. Sounds good. That sounds good. The piss list. Piss list still has like a negative thing. My hair. Oh my god. You know what's a negative thing? My hair. Piss list. Also speaking of my hair, I'm thinking, what if I go bald randomly? I need to take better care of my hair. And I don't think that's paranoid to think about. I don't think it's paranoid to be like, oh my god, I might have like open heart surgery one day. I need to be careful with my health. Oh my god, I need to like take care of my hair so that like I don't get like the male pattern bald. I have male pattern baldness on my female side of the family. If your mom has male pattern baldness in her family, I have bad news for you. If your dad is balding, you're kind of like not in the red zone, you know. It's not that bad. You get bald soon. Christmas card list. That's a good suggestion. Why do you start posting yourself, Carmella? Because I need so much attention, or else I combust. I need so much attention from everybody in the world because my parents never gave me attention. Actually, I have the need to perform for the world, but also need attention. Sound like Trump. Okay, I love you guys. I'm gonna hop off. For real. Okay, goodbye, guys. I will see you guys Thursday. 9 p.m. Eastern Time. Thank you, Unwitch. I love you all. Have a good night, everybody.